we see the position on the board. So he's opening up the diagonal with his first move, Peter, and we immediately saw a response by Magnus, moving a multi-purpose pawn there, not only opening up the queen, eyeing the f4 square, but eventually that black bishop on d8 also finds development.
Yes, but this is exactly the big challenge in freestyle chess, yeah, that if you develop the bishop, for example, to c7, which looks like a very nice square, but then what do you do with the queen on b8? Yeah, it's kind of a very complicated question. We did see g3, f5 being played. Magnus, look at this. Black is already threatening to win the game with bishop d5, the rook on h1. Okay, it's not a win yet because white can play knight f3, but certainly it's kind of annoying. And also just get harmony in the position. Yeah, I'm really liking what Magnus is doing. On the other hand, everything is long-term prospects. Yeah, that's knight f3. White is also stabilizing the position. So tough to play.
And that's what we love about it. The players really have to put their thinking caps on from the very start. Usually we see the knight from g1 jumping onto f3, and that will be completely standard. But here it lands on f3 from that king square. White king on c1. If you can get, and for black, if you can develop the queen and the bishop, you simply put that rook from a8 on d8 and call it a day for your king. You say, I've got my king to safety, I'm finishing my development. Do you think that's going to be a priority in this position?
I'm not sure, yeah, because it comes at the cost of some other things. One of the problems I'm seeing with this position that, for example, how do we develop this knight on f1? Yeah, if it jumps to e3, then it blocks the diagonal of the bishop on g1. Yeah, so I'm somehow even tempted to play something like d3, knight 1 to d2, eventually maybe bishop f2, then do something with my c pawn and slowly develop. The good news is that it does not seem like there is any direct confrontation in the position. Yeah, if there is no direct confrontation, then we can afford ourselves to take it slowly. Yeah, but if, for example, might play something like d6 and will threaten to open up the center with d5 immediately, then we have to adjust to it instantly.
Wow, Nicholas, it's already an exciting start to this game and the players are slowing down. We see a move by Magnus, and this is the one that I was hinting at earlier. You open up the bishop diagonal. If there is ideas. It's unbelievable.
Wow. Careful check.
And the point is that the white knight can't take the black knight because the knight on e5 is hanging. In seconds, Magnus finds a way to survive hanging. It's a tightrope he's walking on, but he is walking on it. Knight check. The king will step over, attacking that knight on c6. He needs to stay connected to the white knight.
Yes, he needs to king d6, and where does it end? Rook f6 check, king c7. White collects the knight. Yeah, knight takes b2. Is there some trick? That does not seem like. It seems like Gukesh has just managed to survive all this time scramble. He's now also very well up on the clock. Yes, 34 seconds stability. If there is some more crazy scenario, you can spend some time to find the solution.
And Magnus there, he's feeling shifty in his chair. He's down a piece. If he can somehow trade or grab that g3 pawn, it's still a draw. But it's far away because White's king is so close to defending that pawn on g3. Magnus trying to think of ways to trick his opponent right now. He first puts pressure on that knight to c6.
Yeah, knight b4 looks like a tempting option. Yeah, just to go back, get stability, get the other knight to d3, king to f2. Yeah, Magnus goes to h5. Knight b2 to d3 would be kind of very tempting, just to coordinate the pieces. Knight c4, ambitious move. Going after the black's king. Yeah, rook f7 check. And wow, these youngsters are fearless.
He wants to give checkmate even in this position. The knight on b4, c4, taking away all the squares from black's king. So not only up a piece, but going for a mating attack here. Gukesh putting pressure on the bishop on b7. Magnus goes all the way far away from those white's threatening knights. And maybe the knight can start jumping in. Knight a6 check. You have to go to a8 with your king.
Yes, but it's not checkmate yet. So maybe you just protect that pawn first, because black is not running away. But yeah, Magnus resigned. Wow. Checkmate.
Unreal. And we did see a checkmate in the end with the knight coming back. Rook to a7 was the big threat. Knight to c7 is the other big threat. Gukesh gets it done. He wins against the world #1 in freestyle chess. What a game that was, just amazing.
Yeah, what a turnaround.
What a turnaround.
And yeah, Magnus will be very upset with himself. From a dream scenario, it turned into a complete nightmare scenario. These are the things, these are the losses